We
Let's see
come
which one.
back to most of the party coming into Wellspring for the first time in a long time. The sun is setting, the lights of the town are being lit, and you just see a mass of people in the center. What are you doing as you're rolling into town? I'm pulling up the map real quick. I made a thing and it looks awful, so don't judge.
Dang, if all you die, we lose Mudcuz.
So you're coming in here from the east road, where in the center here on the grassy knoll is the crowd of people. I didn't set this up for the festival like I wanted to, but the carts here on the side uh, are all vendor carts of all the same and some new that you were met with the first night you were here. What are y'all doing?
Yes, I'm getting the hurdy-gurdy spun up to join the festivities.
Okay,
I'm gonna go find me a drink.
sounds good.
I guess I'll pull Mudcuz into a suitable place.
So, as you see here, a small little brown spot. Right, 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 right,
Right
right
there.
here. Next to the guild hall and the bronze beaver. That's your spot.
I'm gonna park there. I'm gonna go to my spot.
That is where your cart sat for many, many moons. There's just one problem. You have quite a tail on it now to where you can't just pull it in like you used to unless you want to block a pathway or detach the carts.
Oh, this is funny. This is also the
Oh,
first
this
time he
is
noticed that my trike is gone.
Well, he hasn't started on doing the carts yet, so no, not yet. He's just pulled up to his spot and he's like, wait, I
yes.
don't
So
fit.
I can move the carts by hand, right? They'd be light enough for
Yeah,
me.
they would all
So
be
that's what
all
I'll do.
except for Mud, because yes, you would be able to move them around because they're not super heavily weighed down either.
Okay, so that's what I'll do is I'll unhook the carts, I'll pull Mudcuz in, and then I'll maneuver the carts in, uh, so they fit either behind or next to Mudcuz.
So you pull it in to where, yeah, you're essentially bringing the oxen over next to the guild hall, and the carts are blocking the path to the bronze beaver if it was being used. Everyone's in the center knoll right now. To so you're not really in the way by any means. Really, this whole outer part is kind of uh, barren, as it used to be where all the old houses and smaller residential areas were. They have all recently been cleared out and pushed out to the outer ring. But you get all the carts set up to where you just kind of have a line of carts behind, and you kind of reset up as if you're gonna start business again.
Yeah. I'm just gonna roll up and I mean, I'm not gonna have the open sign up, but I'm rolling in, so if I do want to start, I can.
Yeah. Also, I'll start that again here in a second. Ooh, excuse me. But I don't want to show off my entire inventory of maps and whatnot. Where did you go? We have a basic layout for Mudcuz now.
Give a coin to your bardling. He's broke and needs some cash. Give a coin to your wee bardling.
I think I'm more broke than you, but I'm not there, so it doesn't matter.
I'm getting ready to be the most broke motherfucker you guys have ever seen. So fast.
Have fun with that.
All right.
I guess we have all that now. Kronk is getting everything set up with the carts, getting these back to detached and moved behind for storage and keepsakes. What are you doing with the oxen?
I'm gonna guess there's a stable in town.
There's not. The only people that would have large beasts of that nature around here would be the farmers, which there really isn't any. Jeff wants farmers to move in and start working the outer fields and the land and clearing some of it up, but doesn't mean that it's happened.
It looks like I have a business opportunity. All right.
To keep current and active of where we're at.
Right. Okay.
So, Oog, while
Yeah.
he's taking care of the carts, you're searching for some type of alcoholic beverage, presumably, or just a drink. Like you're parched, you need a drink.
Uh, a fun new drink, alcoholic or otherwise.
Wonderful. So you remember of the first day that you came to this land when the first festival was happening, and all these little carts that are strewn out around the center spire for the festivities with different shish kebabs of meat you're still not quite sure what it is, and you see a couple carts that look almost like potions, but people are obviously drinking them and having interesting different experiences. You see one person walk away and burp fire. You see another individual seemingly fade out of existence. You see one patron go completely mute. Couldn't make a sound no matter what they did, whether they interacted with something or tried to scream. Nothing they did made a sound. It was quite comical. You're quite entertained.
I will choose to find my beverage elsewhere, but I will keep watching with interest.
As you keep watching and go about your way, you see all of the effects that you had just seen quickly wear off to no apparent injury or long term effects. You see another cart with almost two like layered steps of just lined up shots of different colors. Some are on fire, some are fuming almost as if they had like dry ice in them. And then there are some that just dazzle with light, even though none are being projected onto them.
I approach the cart and try my luck.
Well, howdy there, little one. You see a very large, you presume an ogre, tending to this rather small cart with really just these shot glasses and other small beverages. As they look down upon you, they hold almost a, what's the word I'm looking for? Innocent grin of not really knowing what they're serving, but enjoying what they're doing.
Guileless.
Mm,
Sure.
What do you
You're trying to
recommend for a
sound
drink?
smart, throwing big words out there, some shit.
He's been looking at his word of the day calendar.
Pulled out his pocket thesaurus for that one.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I would say this one is my favorite. He hands you a shot glass with two fingers. As you take it from him and look at it, you see in the center swirling almost like the river Styx in the Disney's Hercules,
Oh shit.
but it looks almost as if tiny fairy souls are just water sliding down these ripples into seemingly nothing. Into
Do I notice any smells coming off this drink?
give me a
Observation roll.
perception check.
Perception. See, passive is 20. That'd be 16.
So you get wafts of an autumn's night, hickory smoked bacon raw laid over a wet stone in the Highlands of Ireland, and a hint of cherry.
How much for the drink?
Nay, for the Festival of Heroes, it's free.
Who are the heroes we're celebrating?
Why, the adventurers? Any that go out and come back and survive. I
To the
remember you from
adventurers.
last year. You enjoyed your fire's breath.
It was a good drink.
I gives you a good kick to the heart.
Makes you feel alive. I down the glass.
So as you
Return the glass
take,
to him.
I thank you. He takes the glass back with two fingers and drops it into this small rectangular hole in his cart, seemingly to disappear into nothing. Um, as you take this shot, you feel all of your worries, all of your ambitions, all of the things driving you just fade away, and you're just ready to party.
I proceed to dance with the rest of the party.
Beautiful. We are then going to jump over to Buford as Oog walks away from the cart and you guys jump off here at the early intersection here. You're spinning up your hurdy-gurdy and how you doing? What you doing?
Just tuneless, playing with the atmosphere is what we're going to start with, just to get a little like running scales.
So there is definitely a couple like bardic circles being made of instrumentalists that you've definitely never seen before, either here or in general. They're a rather colorful bunch with many different styles being meshed together. You have a couple drummers, a few people playing like woodwinds, one guy playing a saxophone. We don't talk about him. And probably a couple other string instruments like lutes and lyres. The overall atmosphere seems to be where they're spread out enough in the general vicinity of the area around the main circle to where if you're right in between, you might be able to hear both at once, but they aren't really mixing right now. So you could either find your own little area, probably closer to the library, that you don't see many uh, hanging around that area, but most of them are like gathering over closer to the residential sides, the southern sides of the circle.
I'm gonna challenge myself skill wise tonight. Like I'll mosey to the library, and then I'm gonna try to keep moving, weaving between both circles, and trying to float in and out of both.
Give me a performance.
Performance roll.
And if you want to mesh with everyone, beat a 17.
First roll is a 17 plus 10 for a 27.
Beautiful. I'm making that harder next time. You're able to easily weave in and out and in between each music styles, and really no matter what they're playing, you just added a nice background to it. Though as you are moving around, no one's really able to pay you for your work. Everyone
That's
else
fine.
has like hats, buckets, pans, pots, something reciprocals to collect, because I would say you'd also get, well, give me a quick vibe check, just straight D20.
Doot, 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 doot. Could be a 3.
Never mind, you don't notice anything else.
Oh yeah, baby.
Oh
I
yeah,
think
baby.
if I've got like one of the fold out cups in my mess kit, I'll hang it off the fret side of my hurdy-gurdy. So it's up to them if they're going to put an effort to try and get money in the cup.
I
But
was about to
for
say, you're
now, I'm just
asking a lot from
saying
a bunch of drunk patrons.
I'm not expecting anything to actually get in there. I'm just
Fair,
putting it out there.
fair.
I'm,
Noted.
this is not to collect funds right now type of activity.
Gotcha. So as you're doing that, Kronk, you just got everything situated and done. You heard Buford pass by at least once playing his music.
Did it suck?
Um, it was okay. It wasn't great. It wasn't anything you recognized. It wasn't
It wasn't your
bad,
jam.
but yeah, it wasn't really the vibe for you.
You're more of a Miley Cyrus kind of guy.
Got it.
I feel like Kronk would definitely prefer the more elven style of music, which if we get there, we get there, but I don't want to spoil nothing.
Oh, we'll probably get there.
Oh no, we might be looking at a TPK. Who knows?
Yeah, no, now we roll. That's a good point.
It's a risk every session.
Every session.
Every good thing I got the healing stick.
Can you use it in time, though?
Will no horny save you?
We'll see. We'll see. All right, so yeah, now that I've got Mudka's all set up and the carts set the way I want them, I want to leave it so if Tulio comes back, he can just pull it right up onto the cart.
Oh yeah, and yeah, once you get everything situated, you would definitely notice a lacking of Tulio and his little wooden
Trike.
bike. Trike.
Yeah, so I do want to set that up. So if he comes back, um, you know, it's
I'm
it's set
planning
up,
on coming back.
but
You
we'll
hear
see.
in your head maybe if I'm within range.
You hear a faint whisper and a tickle at the back of your neck of
Weird.
Then you just get one more of hopefully.
Maybe. We'll see. But yeah, I want to set the carts up like that, and then go and talk to Jeff if I can find him.
give me an investigations roll. There's a lot of people here. It is filling the
That-
center. Let's say you've been to Santa Caligon, yeah?
Yeah,
Yeah.
in
Think
downtown.
that,
Yeah.
yeah. Uh, but a lot like an
Yeah.
actual busy year.
Oh shit. Okay.
Yeah, that's what it's like.
And let's see.
Like if you
I
wanted
mean-
to go to the center spire right now, you'd have to
The
throw a
21.
couple elbows. 21. As you look around the crowd, you are still like a head taller than most people, so you have a decent view. Not great, but decent. You can tell A that there are some very large ships at port. You can only see the top of these masts, which are the red sails, and the larger three masts of the white sails, presumably where the mass of people came from. But as you search around, you see one individual in white robes that you kind of remember Jeff wearing. Something of that style, at least. But otherwise, no one else really looks super familiar. You see on the far side from you a plume of fire puff up into the air. You see closer to the library side. Uh, you would have passed them, but you didn't really notice them at the time because you were trying to get the cart around the crowd. Um, but you would just start hearing the clinging of metal. And I think that's about it.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna go to the Bronze Beaver. Right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, actually,
So I said, do you want to go to the Bronze Beaver? None of the shops seem to be open right now, and you would definitely remember from years past that during the Heroes Festival, they all take it off to actually party.
I'm just join the festivities then.
Okay. You could go after the one guy in white, like robes.
Nah. No sense in bothering anyone during a festival.
Fair. So what
If
are you wanting to do?
problem with them, then fuck it. Um, mm, I guess I'm gonna go back to the cart, grab a bag full of money, and then head out and start drinking with, throw Buford a couple of gold.
Oh, my bad. It's the Iron-tailed beaver. not the bronze beaver.
Okay.
Gosh, God.
I'm sorry. I'm reading my notes. I'm trying to keep it straight.
Write that down. Write that down. God said he was sorry on this day.
It doesn't happen often.
But yeah. Oh shit, my tea.
So
But yeah, I'm gonna go in and just buy drinks for people, drink, get my party on, be crunk.
So as we leave you guys in town,
Hold on,
we
gotta go read
go.
it.
Yeah, you're fine. We go out into the woods. Sadly, this was the one area I did not get finished poorly designing.
You're
So we're just
good.
gonna use the woods up here near the Hunter's Trail. But Tulio, oh Tulio, you've roosted yourself up in a tree, looking at the terraced wall, really just staring at a wall. There are no sounds of any creatures within easily 100 yards of you. Not even the wind. What you doing?
All right, so I do remember what Saf's aura looks like through the spear, right?
You would
Because
have
it
a
was
pretty
more.
good remembrance, yeah. You didn't do a
All
lot
right.
of time with Saf, but
Well, I know that Saf is the guardian of this terrace, so I want to like pop the monocle and see if I can find like that aura, like in a
so
concentrated fashion, like less the suffusion of the area, but more like concentrated. Like that's where Saf is.
so as far as you can tell, all of the flow of the magic in this terrace seems to be heading down south towards Wellspring. There doesn't seem
Hmm.
to be any other mass like bubbles or areas that would be more powerful or less powerful. It all just flows south.
Hmm. I don't know if there's nothing else around here. Are there any other auras that I noticed, like large ones?
Not currently right here. You would notice, since you are near the terrace, you'd see the next areas aura, the uh, Gold Oaks, I believe is the next
Which
one.
is the one we came from?
Yeah, you would see the golden aura kind of like overflowing and spilling into the area, and a few of the spots over there that are like bulging up and noticeable. But again, everything seems to be flowing all pretty consistently as if a current to sea, just out and down.
Hmm. Well, I guess I'll hop down from my tree. Go and uncover my trike from where I obscured it with foliage.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll try to rocket on towards town.
Give me a strength check.
Oh man, strength. 8 total.
Give me another strength check.
By the way, if anything bad happens, it's because I'm left-handed. That's a nat 20.
Beautiful. So as you push off, almost like taking a step to get ready to push off, your first foot leaves the ground, and your next foot steps down, and you're at the front gates of Wellspring. You can hear inside the hustle and bustle of the festivities. You would have a very, very big reference to a festival that happens in Wellspring, but you're not super familiar. Yeah, you're in Wellspring now.
I'm still trying along my current line of thought process. So, using that monocle, what is like the brightest point inside of Wellspring?
The center spire.
Well, I'm gonna look to where. Can I see where Kronk has the carts pulled up?
Yeah, you'd be able to see Mudka's banner.
Okay, I'm gonna hop off the trike and walk it over there.
Beautiful. Good call.
All right, so once I get over there, I'll just dock the trike in the cart since Kronk left it open for me.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm gonna go investigate the center spire.
So as you look at the center spire and the center area of Wellspring, the center grassy knoll, you just see the sea of people. There's many that are dancing, there are many that are playing games and gambling. There are many just very packed in there and having a hell of a time. It's gonna be a bit of a challenge to get to the center if you want to go through them all.
How far is it from me to the center?
It's about 50 feet, or no,
About
50 yards. No,
50
the
yards.
expansion happened. We're in the XL version now.
Okay. What is the yards to feet conversion?
3.7. I don't remember the exact. I'm looking like a fool on cam.
Because all the spells are in feet. Is the main reason I was asking.
Yeah, 1 yard is 3 feet.
1 yard is 3 feet.
Yeah.
All right. So that's
That would
like.
be the correct conversion.
What am I
So
thinking?
you said it's like 50
Meters.
yards.
Meters is like 2.5
Yeah, I was
feet.
thinking
or
meters.
3 feet. It's a weird.
Yeah, it's a
fraction.
But yeah, so do.
I'm just
50
confused.
yards would be 150 foot.
150 feet.
Divide by 3.
Multiply by 300. 50 yards would be 150 foot.
Oh, that's up to an hour. I'll just
Yes.
do that.
I thought we were going from feet to yards. I was like, that's an easy one to go
No.
divide by 3.
Yeah, no,
I
we're
will.
multiplying by 3.
What I'll actually do is I'll activate my umbral body feature, and which is the gaseous form spell. So I am now completely what? Let's see, blah 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 blah. I'm a misty cloud for the dirt. I fog cloud.
For how long?
For an hour.
Okay, bet.
He's a floating part.
Yeah, I'm Alucard from Symphony of the Night, bro. I'm just so edgy, man. I'm a hedgehog who's black and red, and I have a submachine gun, dude. I'm gonna float up to the spire as a misty fart cloud.
What you gonna do as a misty fart cloud?
Just sort of float. I'm chilling. So I got like a movement, a flying speed of 10 feet, technically a turn, but it's out of combat. So,
Yeah.
and I can enter and occupy the space of another creature, which is hilarious.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I'll just float on over to the spire.
I say it's a stone spire.
Any like writing or anything on it? Or is it just like or is it like the Washington Monument?
Think more of just a sheer. It's circular on the photo, but that's just because there aren't any proper. I can't think of the word, but it's like hexagonal. Think of
Okay.
like salt pillars, but made out of seemingly sheer gray marble.
I'm gonna use my at will detect magic to see if there's anything crazy about it.
You almost get blinded by the light.
Let's see.
It seems almost as if you were a fly that just was occupying the wrong area of space whenever a lightsaber was activated, and you have a very bright flashlight right next to you.
This would also let me learn the school of magic, if any, from this thing.
Pure wild nature magic.
Okay.
This seems like something of a natural occurrence. It is not something man-made.
Hmm. Well, I'll float on back through all the peeps out to the outskirts. I think Oog is like somewhere in the throng, isn't he?
Yes, everyone would be in the crowd doing their own party shenanigans at this point. Oog is dancing somewhere. You would probably be able to identify Buffet by the hurdy-gurdy, as it's the only one in this whole town. Um, but Kronk, I think Kronk is pretty well unnoticeable just because I'm going to count this as natural terrain, so he's pretty well hidden without meaning to, just because he's partying in his element back home.
I'm like Bigfoot. I exist. You just can't see me.
He's there, you swear. It's in the corner of your eye, and you look, and he's just gone.
He's naturally blurry.
Naturally blurry.
He's just
But
out of
it's like
focus at all
pixelated blur.
times.
It's like hard pixels. Just
Yeah.
moving around, and you're just like, eh.
Well, I'll just float on back to the cart. I'm upset that my forest trip was a bust.
You take some mushrooms next time, then go.
Oh yeah.
But so you're just chilling at the cart?
Yeah, I'm gonna go dip into the cart and
He must
like
go
make
into his
myself.
emo.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna
Hey
perch you
man,
on
I had
top
a
of the
brilliant
cart.
plan and it did nothing.
Yeah. I feel like Tulio would go back to the cart and just like perch at the top, either like Batman or like Spider-Man, and just say, "I am the knight." If anyone
Definitely
tries.
Batman, just like brooding and staring down at the party, just like I wish I could be like them.
No, you would be like Spider-Man trying to be Batman, but ultimately just being Deadpool. Angsty Deadpool.
Yeah. That's a pretty good description of it. Yeah.
Literally the meme of they don't know that I was out in the woods for 3 hours.
But yes,
You
is
don't
anyone
even
else
knew I was
wanting
gone.
to do something specific during, or you just general party and doing your thing?
Let me throw a D100. Let's see if I make it my way to the majestic shot station at some point in the evening. Sound fair?
I was about to say you would have circled it and passed it like 3 or 4 times now.
Yeah, I would have had at 30%. I would have had 10 shots throughout the night.
At what? You went real robotic.
Um, if we're doing like all night partying,
Yeah, the
saying I'm
Heroes
going to get
Festival
a
goes until sunup.
every other loop. I would have waved at the shot station and been like,
Yeah, like I said, they have like little terraced like stations of shots that yeah, any of the adventurers that are aware can just come by, grab a shot, put the glass back down, and you're good.
every
Like
loop, every other loop, I got one.
that seemingly is all this cart is for, is to keep a shot rung ready for whoever so needs it.
So yeah,
So Buffet's getting swifty.
Swifty.
Shit on the floor.
Kronk, you doing anything, or are you just
I'm buying drinks, and hopefully I'm gonna see Buford and
yeah,
Ugin too.
throughout the night you would definitely see all of them. You
Yeah,
definitely see Tulio.
buying everyone drinks. Yeah. Multiple
So
drinks.
every cart that you try to go up to and pay all refuse you until eventually you see the one and only Adrian, Mama Juju. She comes by, snags the bag of gold. Hey, there's the rent I've been looking for.
Oh, well, I missed you too.
I'm glad you're alive. You're looking spry.
Yeah, it's a story.
I'm sure it is.
Hell of a story. And I will tell you when we're done partying.
About to say, do you want to tell stories or do you want to drink?
Drink. I want to drink.
She grabs 2 shots with one hand and seemingly like wraps her arm around yours like you're doing the arm clasp shot, and seemingly like passes you the drink as she's wrapping her arms, and she's like, all right, go. And as you both take the shots, everything else in the night for you essentially blurs out. uh Tulio, you're watching all of this, and yeah, you just see Kronk essentially the same vibes as college reunion frat after 20 years and they aren't dead.
From some kind of weird disease they contracted in college.
I mean, that's still accurate for this time because adventuring is still very much a thing, and college is a thing as well.
I'm educated.
Well, you'd
To a
have like a
degree.
middle school degree.
Still higher education than most people in
Higher
that
than
time.
a peasant, yes.
A
For where we're
CMSU
at.
college education.
Hey, dude, community college is still community college. College is right there.
CMSU is a big college campus. The problem is their reputation is not for the quality, it's for the quantity of consumption.
That's true.
So as the night goes on and everyone's partying, I think as the night goes on, the only thing that you notice and will remember, Kronk, is every now and then you would see in the corner of your eye, you could swear to God Betsy. But no, whenever you look closer, it's just some other uh Over there. Wraith. I know I put it in here. Yeah. It's just some other tiefling with crimson red skin. There is a shocking resemblance though, but you might just be racist.
Definitely. Yeah. Kronk's a little ignorant when it comes to
I'll say I
like,
don't think you would have interacted with many tieflings outside of Betsy,
that's why I
her
said
other
ignorant.
quote unquote impish friends, and yeah, now this seemingly new adventurer. But if you
Well,
don't want to do anything with that, the night will go on and the party will reign without incident. Buffet. As you're going around and after you've strung up your little can collection, around your third or fourth time around, you notice a few patrons try to throw like some small pieces, like some copper coins, into the cup as you pass by. And so far, only two people have been able to get the coin to stay in. Most of them either bounce off, bounce in and out, or just miss entirely.
I'm going to start rock guitar, making it harder on them. And if anything, I want to try and use the cup to smack the money back into the crowd. But yeah, I'm going to try to get a little carnival tricksy with it,
Beautiful.
just to see what kind of reactions I'm getting for it. If I'm knocking it back's good. If catching it's good. They're enjoying the game. Whatever.
So as you start doing that, I think at this point it would get Oog's attention. And for the most part, for the coins that you like bounce back and like purposely make miss, some of the patrons will go over, pick it back up, and like wait for you to come back around to try again. But some are just like, ah, that was my try, whatever. It's a party.
Mm.
Oog starts following you and just picking up, ooh, another coin. Ooh, another coin. Ooh, another coin. But only if they're still there on the second, like, around after they hit the ground. They gotta sit there for a second.
I'm good
But
with it. This makes my night.
I'd say by the end of the night, there's only like, yeah, one or two coins in the cup, like physically in the cup. But Oog will have collected. eh, let's be generous. $340 copper pieces.
Jesus fuck. You gonna keep them, Oog?
Did we already lose an Oog?
I could go check.
You might need to go check.
We did a lot of running around today, so there's a reason I'm over here bobbling till I caffeinated.
Oh, I saw a ping. Okay. And with that, you all see the sun starting to rise and the vendors start to put up last call signs for the sun to come up.
He's so comfy.
This is why he doesn't want a camera.
I'm sitting in my gaming chair.
yeah, thing's nice.
The cord on his headphones is ridiculously long.
But with that, I think we will end that episode. And event. As much as I wanted to get you guys through some more, we
I
got a
can give
down
him a
boy.
kick. He'll wake up.
Well, if y'all have been running around and y'all have been lifting shit, I don't want to
He
disturb
he has
that.
been
He's
pulling a
worked.
fucking